Have you ever wondered why you get wet when you are sexually aroused? Or maybe you have been curious why you get wet even when you are not sexually aroused. When you are doing your normal day-to-day activities, you notice, oh, my panties are wet, my vaginal is wet. What is the cause? Have you ever thought about all this? Good day, everyone, and welcome back to Nurses Lecture Room YouTube channel. My name is Mercy Mary, popularly known as a nurse with the difference, and I make learning easy and accessible for all my viewers. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 causes of vaginal wetness. I'm going to be explaining in details these 5 causes why your vaginal is wet, and also what makes you to get wet when you are sexually aroused. But before we go into details into this class, if you are new on our YouTube channel, if this is your first time on our YouTube channel, please click on the subscribe button, turn on the notification button so you don't miss out. For all my returning subscribers, this is Nurse Mercy Mary saying, as usual, thank you very much for coming back. Let's Alright, welcome back. Like I earlier said, today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 causes of vaginal wetness and when to see a doctor. 5 causes of vaginal wetness and when to see a doctor. Before I go into details into the 5 causes proper, I wanted to let you know that vaginal fluid, vaginal discharge is normal. I've said it several times on my videos. Whenever I'm talking about vagina, the vaginal fluid or the vaginal discharge is normal. It only becomes abnormal when it has some other characteristics attached to it. And also, I want to let you know that some women produce more vaginal fluid than the other. So me as a lady, the vaginal fluid I produce might be less or more compared to Lady B, compared to Lady C. So my vaginal fluid could be different from the other lady. My vaginal fluid could be different from the other lady. So it's a matter of individual difference, different women, different body system, and different fluid that are being produced out. So at the end of this video, I'm going to be telling you when you should be worried, when this fluid should make you worried, and when this fluid should make you visit the doctor. So the first cause of vaginal wetness I have to share with you is sexual arousal. Sexual arousal. Let me explain. For those that have started having sexual intercourse, you'll notice that whenever you are sexually aroused by some foreplay, by some romantic scenarios, you get wet. Not everybody gets easily wet. You get wet by this foreplay, by these romantic gestures. What happens is that when you are sexually aroused, there is increased blood flow to your genitals. You know those your genital area, that's your private part, those areas, all those your reproductive system. There's increased blood flow to those areas when you are sexually aroused. During that foreplay, during that romantic scenarios, there's increased blood flow to these genitals. And when there's increased blood flow to these genitals, this causes the cervix to release fluid. This increased blood flow causes the Bartholin's gland to release fluid. So the fluid released from both the cervix and the Bartholin's glands makes a lady wet during sexual arousal, when she's aroused. So this fluid together is what gives you that slippery, slimy, or wetness you get as a lady when you are sexually aroused. I know you will want to ask, Nurse Mercy Mary, what is the Bartholin's gland and where is it located? The Bartholin's gland is a gland that is found in the female, and it is located by the left and the right side of the vagina, the opening of the vagina. So it's around that vaginal area, both the left and the right side. So when fluid are being released from the Bartholin's gland, fluid are being released from the cervix as a result of increased blood flow, it causes that vagina to be wet, and it is normal. It is not something you should be worried about, because it's been designed in such a way that when that place is wet, it is slippery and it is slimy during sexual intercourse. It enables the penis goes inside. It enables easy penetration of the penis. And also, if you're expecting a baby, it enables the sperm to swim joyfully to where the egg is. So you can see, not all vaginal wetness is what you should worry about. So when you are wet during sexual arousal, just know that your Bartholin's gland is doing a great job. Your Bartholin's gland is doing excellently well, and it's nothing you should be worried about. That takes us to the second cause of vaginal wetness. The second cause is hormones and aging. Hormones and aging. We all know hormones regulate the woman's body. Hormones regulate a lady's body. So when there's an increased estrogen, when there's an increased estrogen in the body, a lady's estrogen level increases, that also increases her chances of getting wet. But as age increases, this estrogen level decreases. As age increases, the estrogen level of that lady decreases. Just know that the hormone estrogen has a role to play when it comes to vaginal wetness. And when there's an increased release of estrogen, there's going to be increased vaginal wetness. Then the third cause of vaginal wetness is ovulation. I know a lot of you must have, if you have been following our channel bumper to bumper, you have already understood when I say ovulation can make a woman's vagina go wet. Ovulation can make a woman's vagina go wet, because during this ovulation, the body is designed, there's increased estrogen circulating. So this estrogen actually increases the vaginal wetness. So when you're on your ovulation, there's increased estrogens, the vaginal is wet. During sexual intercourse, there's easy penetration, and there's also strength. There's also a good environment for the sperm to swim to where the egg is for fertilization to take place. So that's the third cause. Then that's the third. Yeah. Then the fourth cause I have to share with you is infection. Yes, infection is one of the causes of vaginal wetness. Infection can increase vaginal wetness. What kind of infection? Infection such as bacterial vaginosis. The fourth cause I have to share with you today is infection. Infection can increase vaginal wetness. Infection can do what? Infection can really increase the vaginal wetness. And the kind of infection that can cause the vaginal wetness to be increased is bacterial vaginosis. Bacterial vaginosis. And this bacterial vaginosis comes alongside with other symptoms. Bacterial vaginosis comes alongside with other symptoms, not just this vaginal wetness. That takes us to the fifth point, and the fifth point is medication. Some birth control medications, that especially the hormonal birth control medications, those hormonal birth control medications can alter your hormonal balance, can make your vagina more wet, can make it more slippery, can make it more, should I say, more slimy or something. So medication has a lot of role to play when it comes to vaginal wetness. So I've listed the 5. Let me go over it again. The first one I said was what? I said sexual arousal. The second is hormones and age. The third is ovulation. The fourth is infection. And the fifth is medication. The next question is, when should I see the doctor? When should I be worried about this vaginal wetness? Like I earlier told you, vaginal wetness is normal. It's not something generally you're supposed to be worried about. But you should become worried when this vaginal wetness comes alongside with some smell. It could be fishy smell. So when you start having some funny, offensive odor alongside with vaginal wetness, then you should see a doctor. Then when you start having some burning, itching sensation around your vaginal area, around your vulval area, it is something you should see your doctor. Then when the vaginal area is swollen alongside with this vaginal wetness, it is something you should see your doctor about. And also when there's a change in the normal vaginal fluid, for example, you are seeing like the color of your vagina changes. There's a change in the color of that fluid or that discharge from the vaginal. It is something you should see your doctor about. And also, if you notice that you started taking some medications and that was when it happened, you should see your doctor and let them know about it. You get. And also, let me correct this misconception before I go. Just because you see wetness around your vagina doesn't mean you're sexually aroused. Because on a normal day, every woman, they should produce between 1 to 4 milliliters of fluid every day from that vagina. So every day you're supposed to be producing fluid. Every day fluid ought to be around that area, because these fluids are very important. They help to lubricate that area. They help to make that area very good, because there's a bacteria there that's helping us arrange that area. So this is what I have to share with you today. For the person that asked what causes sexual arousal, what causes vaginal wetness when someone is sexually aroused, I believe this video has helped you answer that. Thank you very much for staying tuned. Thank you very much for watching our video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and also don't forget to comment. Don't also forget to drop your questions. We'll try as much as possible to provide answers as much as we can, because daily the questions are getting voluminous and I just have to keep answering every day, but it's never exhausted. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day ahead. I still remain your favorite nurse, Mercy Mary. Bye and see you in our next video.